What's up, family? This is Juan J. Johnson coming at you with a real talk commentary. Follow from this morning. Again, I mentioned to you I was going to come back and say something. It's been a long day. It's been a very long day, but I wanted to be faithful to my word and keep it. Let me just say something, family. Again, I'm kind of oblivious to the news on today, but I do want to follow up on what I said on this morning, and that would be this. Please do whatever it takes to be safe out here in these streets. Walk in twos and threes. Stay out those malls. Stay away from those theaters. Stay away from those stadiums. Those are easy targets for us. And they can get maximum casualties if they ever decide to attack you or come after you. Please be mindful that, again, we have a lot of crazy white brethren out here who mean us no good at all. And again, look, I for one can't wait for the preachers or the pastors, the ministers, the deacons, the elders to begin to say something, because it is apparent to me that the ministry, the ministers, the body of Christ has been co-opted, has been taken over, and I really believe this. They've been infiltrated to the point where they're not warning the sheep. They're not gauging the temperature of what's going on in society. They're just actually just having fun trying to pay these bills and believing that, that they're just waiting for the Messiah to crack the sky. All that stuff is good. But let me be very clear. In the history of white male domination, there's been numerous wars, rumors of wars, and everybody thought that the Messiah was going to crack the sky, and he hasn't cracked it yet. World War I, World War II, Revolutionary War, Civil War, Vietnam War, Iraqi War, you name it. And everybody from every minister, white or black, was talking about, they was waiting for the arrival of the Messiah to come. And guess what? He's been delayed again. I don't believe, and I just don't believe they believe what they're saying. I don't. We know that there is a coming, but I also believe that I believe, and I got evidence to support me, that most, if not the majority of the black preaching are preaching plantation Christianity, colonial Christianity. And with this new movie Get Out, it really opened my eyes up to that the preaching of the Jesus that's been given to us is a sunken place Jesus. A sunken place, one that puts you in that castrates you, that emasculates you per se, that takes the confidence from men to protect their culture, their women and their children. Look at the black community right now. Just look at the black community right now and tell me that you're seeing strong representation of men in the earth, warriors, soldiers for their families, for their culture, for their women, for their children. Tell me, go to any church right now, go to the mosque, black mosque. You're not seeing no strong representation of men. Nowhere. You're not. They're waiting for their creator. Who's their creator? White male dominant culture to give them instructions. Let me say this again. They're waiting for their creator, white male dominant society, to give them instructions. And I, for one, as a black male who loves his people, his culture, his family, his wife. I'm not married, but for having, I still would love her. children cannot wait for permission from the white male dominant culture to give me permission to do anything. So again, and I'm going to be hitting this thing very hard, because I think we're not addressing reality. We're stuck on spookism. We have spiritualized everything to now nothing is relevant. Nothing is, you're taking reality from, we've spiritualized everything to the point where we don't even deal with reality no more. It's all spiritual. Jesus take the wheel, give it to Jesus. Don't worry about it. And these men, oh my God, I can't find words to describe the weakness, the lack of confidence, and the brothers, the indecisiveness. So yes, I'm coming for all the popular preachers. Coming for them. I'm coming for your favorite preachers. You know why? Because they are the shields of white male dominant culture. They've been preaching this stuff for so long now that they are producing generations of impotent men. Do you hear me? Who have no fight in them. Who won't protect their culture, their people, their families, or their children. Fact. So again, this is what you're going to get from me. I don't know about nobody else. You can get this from me because I'm going to deal with that sunken place piece. I'm going to deal with that teacup in Jesus. I'm going to deal with every time you say Jesus, you're not raising strong men. And this Jesus that's been preached to the black male by way of colonial Christianity and plantation preaching, I'm coming up against that thing so hard. I'm going to destroy that. Got to. I'm pushing Kush. The Kushites. And I mean that. Because we ain't getting enough of the black presence in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Again, close your eyes. When I say close your eyes and I ask you a question, what does your God look like? If you see that blonde hair, blue eye, you have been possessed. You have been, possessed. Yeah, you have a foreign entity in you, and you need for that thing to be taken up out of you, family. I mean, can't apologize for this. The day for black men to continue to be weak is over. It's over. It's too much at stake. We got our children. I can't leave a generation of children 50 years from now into like we were raised. I just can't do it. I can't sit back and watch how young men and women struggle with their identity. I can't sit back and just continue to watch, our youngins, or we're seeing. I can't find my words. I just can't sit back and watch the destruction of a black civilization right in my face. I can't sit back on the sideline of life and watch our people being killed, exterminated, and all we doing is just holding hands and saying, give it to Jesus, forgive. I didn't, no. The Jesus that I would be talking about is the one who everybody feared. They was concerned that he would take back the government, overthrow the government. The one that they feared that he would bring WMD culture to their feet. Yeah. Again, so that's where I'm at. Again, I am so tired. I don't understand, but I got to be faithful to this because, again, I'm just tired. I'm really tired. I've been up early and did my little job piece, and it is what it is. But I still want us to look here. Please say something. You can always share if you had a concern. Please say something. I mean, we're having a conversation, not a dialogue. Please talk back to me because, again, I know you're seeing some things that you have some concerns and they need to be addressed. I know I'm not the only one that's seeing this, the feminization of the black male. I know I'm not the only one seeing that, brothers are trying to do their own thing and they're not able to pull it off. One of the thoughts I had today was, I know a lot of us want to do our own businesses and we encourage and we inspire to do it. But we don't have the same interest structure like the Asians, like the Latinos, like the white brethren, where they all look out for each other. We don't have that in the black community. So when you make that decision to do your own entrepreneur piece, you must know in the beginning that you don't have the same system in place that our white brothers, that our Asian community, that the Latinos have in place. So it's going to be a little bit harder for you. You can do it, you can make it, but just know that we don't have an infrastructure in place that supports our own. And that's what a wrestling match, that's the biggest wrestling match for us when we decide to do our own business is we don't have that infrastructure in place. When the Asians, when Jews, when Latinos start their businesses, at least they have a community they can tap into that's going to support them. We don't have that. We're looking for blacks to support us. It can be done, but we don't have the same advantages, family. That's why I said we've got to keep pushing. I've got to, you've got to, we've got to push this group economics like never before. You go buy Dr. Claude Anderson's book, Powernomics. You go buy his book, Black Labor, White Left, Black Labor, White Wealth. You buy these books, Black Labor, White Wealth. A must read. If you're going to read your Bible, put that book right beside your Bible. Dr. Claude Anderson's Black Labor, White Wealth. If you're going to read a book, read Powernomics by Dr. Claude Anderson. Put those right beside your Bible. Okay, because trust me, you need to have an group economic plan in place if we're going to combat this annihilation, this destruction, and this extermination is taking place. And please, family, please, on everything I love, pay attention to this white rage that's taking place in this nation from our white brothers. Do not sleep on it. Do not think it won't happen to you. You taking these trips, you can trip all you want to. You let somebody know where you're going. You don't go by yourself. You don't travel by yourself on these windy roads no more. Do not travel by your damn self. You find somebody to ride with you, especially if you're taking a trip out of town. You find somebody to ride with you, because I'm telling you, KKK members have infiltrated all the police officers, all the police departments nationwide. The FBI has said that. Okay? They're going to pull your ass over, and guess what? You may not make it back home, or you may not be found again. No joke. This is not a game. This is not a game, family. Please. You coming out here to Anne Arundel County, Howard counties, okay, they used to be the counties where you can get your little clothes or wherever you shop at. Those little white districts you used to go to. Because there's none in our neighborhoods. You be careful out here in these shopping malls. You be careful traveling. You better find somebody to ride with. I mean that. These white folks, these white supremacists are not playing. And if you saw that picture in the Washington Post of white people, about 100, 200 white people with torches. Pissed off about statues of their Confederate leaders being snatched down. Do not think for 1 minute that they are not plotting to get back at the culprits, us, the children of chattel slavery. Remember, we are the children of chattel slavery. And they are the ancestors of the founding fathers and the masters. Let me repeat that. Your black tail, you're the child of chattel slavery. Okay? Your ancestors are the ones that was in them fields, being raped, murdered, lynched, castrated. Their ancestors were calling the shots. Okay? Were the plantation owners, the overseers, the masters. Okay? I'm being clear with this. Can't be no clear. Okay? And they're upset. Okay? That we have convinced factions within their community to tear down their statues. You got to always remember, the system of white supremacy and the system of white male domination is evolving. It's evolving, family. Okay? It has to evolve. You know why? Because, again, for it to stay relevant, stay in existence, it has to be effective. It has to appear to be harmless, but still, the ruling class still must rule, which is white males, and the people of color and Africans, because they're not the same from my perspective. People of color will be anybody that's not African American or an African. Okay? Because trust me, I have yet to see one person of color protesting against police brutality against black males being shot in the street the last couple of years. But they did come together for the Muslim ban, okay? And they did come together for the illegals working here. But they did not come together to help the black community, the American African, or the African in the American community. They did not come together and protest black men being slaughtered on the videos in the streets of America. That's why don't you ever look to me as a person of color. I am not that person. I'm either black or I'm American African. And I'll even swallow African American for a hot second. Okay. You even call me Negro if you want to. But you better not call me no nigga. And I mean that. But look, so look, I mean, again, but I'm speaking to you guys with all sincerity and all honesty, because I want you guys to find the energy, find the strength to make amends with the people that you've been hating, disliking, or had an issue with in the black community. You need to find a way to squash those beefs. Because when this thing busts off, they're not going to ask you a Christian. They're not going to ask you if you're a Muslim. They're not going to ask you if you're gay or not. They're going to see your color, and your color will be the thing that will condemn you. They're going to see, there's one. Oh, you're one of them smart niggas. There's one right there. Get him. So look, I'm serious. 2 heart attacks. I'm serious, family. I'm serious. And for my preachers, all my preachers, you need to check yourself and see if you've really been called. Check yourself. Because any religion that would have you hate your own and love everybody else, it's not a religion. It's not. The scripture says so clearly, how can you say you love God who you've never seen, and you can't stand your brother who you see every day? Let me say it again. How do you say you love God who you've never seen? No man has seen God. But you see your brother and you hate him every day. This is why I know that whatever's being preached in church is not authentic no more. Because all we are concerned about is people in the 4 walls. And after the wall's over, we start mean mugging when we get back on the streets. We say nothing to nobody all week. But we going to heaven. You don't lost your damn mind. You ain't going to damn heaven. You going somewhere else. But you ain't going to heaven. You can't have the type of splinters, fragment in our neighborhoods and say this God. Now, maybe God's doing something for some individuals, but on a collective, you cannot convince me that He here. You cannot convince me that He is listening to our voice. You just can't. I'm not convinced right now. I'm not. Please chime in. I mean, somebody help me out. I know I'm not the only one to see this. That's why I said, and I'm gonna keep on saying it until preachers are preaching that this preaching of Jesus that we've been getting for the last 60 years, if not longer, is that sunken place Jesus. That Jesus that calls black men and women to be cowards, no confidence in protecting their culture, their women, and their children. You can't convince me. Everybody's fighting for the survival of their own culture. You know, Koreans don't care for Chinese. The Chinese don't care for Japanese. They all protect their culture, their women, and their children. The Palestinians will fight them Jews over there in the Holy Land. They protect their culture, their family, their children. And let me go here and let me just deal with this whole Jew piece, this whole Israel piece, which I'm really having doubts. I'm really having some real serious questions about this whole Israel piece. When I say Israel, I'm talking about the ones over there, the Jews in the Holy Land right now. Now, we've been reading scriptures for years about how they oppress and everything, but I'm not seeing that same oppression in the 21st century, or even the 20th century. The Jews that I'm seeing are getting $35 billion a year from the American government. The Jews I'm seeing in the Holy Land, they're getting $35 billion. They have a nuclear arms. They have airplanes. They have tanks. They have soldiers. So where is this oppression? Where is this oppression that we keep preaching is going on with the Jews? Where is it at? Somebody help me out. Where is this oppression at? Do you see it? I see they threaten them. They always threaten the United States. You know, if you don't get behind us, you know, they'll pull out. But you already got bombs. You got airplanes. You got tanks. You got soldiers. You got the Mossad. You deep. So where is this oppression that's supposed to be in the scriptures that you're going through? Somebody answer that for me. Where? But you've been cahoots with the same government, the same group of people that killed the Messiah from the Christian perspective. Now, I know the Jews don't believe that Jesus was the one that gave his life. He's not the one. But from the Christian perspective, he was the one. But if you look at the evidence and the facts, 21st century Israel, they ain't suffering. What are they suffering? Where they suffering at? Somebody help me out. Where is it? We preach all the time. He's coming for who? Now I can tell you a group of people that's suffering. The African Americans. The most oppressed people in the world is the African Americans. Say what you want. No matter how many trinkets we have, you look at our neighborhoods. We've made poverty look cool, and it's not. We've made poverty look cool. We're the only group of people who've made oppression look cool. You know, you can't make this up. If you're not inside if you're not in a well-to-do neighborhood, look outside your window and see what it looks like. If you're not one of those upper echelon middle class neighborhoods, other than that, most of us is living in some very trying times. We got to wake up. We got to wake up, family. We got to stop just accepting everything that our brethren in the pulpit is saying without asking questions. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we're facing annihilation. We're facing extermination. They are legally exterminating us, and the UN just passed a resolution that America owe us reparations. You don't even hear nothing about that. Not the deal. Family, please. All I'm saying is this. Wake up. Wake up from your sunken place. Wake up from your sunken place. turn that programming machine off, turn that television off, and read you a book. Straight history. Okay? And the men, come for me. Come for me. Because I'm going to stay on you until you wake up. I'm not sparing Jones. I'm not sparing Jakes. I'm not sparing none of them. Because as long as they keep preaching this plantation message and emasculating and teaching our men to be castrated and be docile, I can't sit back and watch you keep on this, produce generation of docile, castrated men who are afraid to die for anything but a damn car, some clothes, and a paycheck. I don't understand that. I just don't understand that. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it. I see you, Ivy. I see you, Coop, Terry. See you. If I missed anybody, please chime in. Hit the little likes. Hit the share. Hit the share. But we have to have these type of conversations. Because it's a reality that these things are going on. And we can't just sit back here right now and act like that it's all good because it's not affecting me. It's affecting you. If it affects one of us, it affects all of us. But see, that's that individualism that we bought into hook, line, and sinker from American society. That, it's all about me. It ain't all about you. If one of us injured, all of us injured. Is one of us hurt? All of us hurt. Is one of us poor? All of us are poor. We shouldn't have homelessness. We shouldn't have foster care facilities. We shouldn't have orphans. You know why we have all these things? Because we don't have a community. We don't practice group economics. We don't know nobody except for our little friends. And we glory in, you know what? All I got is 2 or 3 friends. That's all I need. You done lost your damn mind. All you need is 2 or 3 people. So you don't even have a community concept at all? A cultural concept? That comes straight from WMD society. Okay, so again, anybody want to say something? Please say something. Send me a like. No, you have to send me no like. I just want the family to just wake up. I feel like the brother Chris, and I feel like the brother was telling Chris from in the movie, not get up, get out, but wake up, because we're asleep at the wheel, and there are people who's plotting our destruction, and we just having the party, everybody dancing, everybody singing, dancing to the music. Old Luther Vandross song. We're not serious about our own destruction. We're not serious, and then I don't know. Maybe we're at peace at seeing our children being killed, being murdered, being assaulted. Maybe we don't. Maybe hey, maybe we've gotten so used to it. It's normal. But you don't see Asians getting the same treatment. You don't see Latinos getting the same treatment. You ain't know where you're being programmed. You're being programmed to be You're being programmed to be desensitized to the destruction of your own people. Okay? So again, family, please turn off the television. Turn off the radio. Read your book. And find the strength to start loving your family and your friends. Find some strength to start loving your family and your friends. I'm going to say it again. Find the strength to start loving your family and your friends and your neighborhood. Because all we have is one another. And that's real talk. That's all we got. So look, again, I'm just getting in from a long day. And I thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I'm going to try to hit you in the morning, early, in the evenings. Get my schedules changed. But I'm committed to this because we need a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, African-centered media facility that discusses our issues, our people, our views, our voices, our thoughts, so we can have these discussions. We have to have the family. We have to, because we don't have one. And so you all those who really understand social media, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Periscope, whether it's YouTube, these are weapons to be used to further bring us together. These are weapons to use to empower, to enlighten, to encourage. To me, it's not just a way to talk. This is a weapon to be used to further the communication. Yes, to bring us together. You know what I'm saying? Don't just look at this as some place where you can just put your business. No, this is what you use to rally your people, inform your people, enlighten your people. This is what this is all about. When you understand it, America's biggest strength is its biggest weakness. America prides itself on being the information capital of the world. But guess what? Your biggest strength is your biggest weakness. Because the thing that you believe to be strong is the same thing is being used against you. And I'm going on record saying it. I know it. So please, change your mind and you'll change your direction. Change your mind and you will change your direction. Start seeing things differently. Think different. Don't be afraid to be unique. If it's 7 billion people on this globe, be different. Don't wait for somebody to create something that you want to see. You create it. You create it. Trust that you know what? You have everything you need to create your own reality. Don't wait for nobody. You don't have the money? You have everything you need. You don't have all the resources? You have everything you need. Don't have a car? You have everything you need. Don't have the clothes? You have everything you need. Don't have a phone? You have everything you need. Don't have all the connections? You have everything you need. No more excuses. No more excuses for changing the world, family. No more excuses for coming together. Again, we can start by saying hi, how you doing, good morning, good evening. Resist the urge to me mug and say something. Be hospitable. Open your damn mouth and say something. Hi, how you doing? Smile. Smile. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you, man. It will become infectious after a while. Smile. Shake a hand. Hug somebody you don't know. You surprise them. You know why? Because we got so used to being mean and distant. Again, we got to change. We got to change the world. It's like eating pie. It's one slice at a time. But at least eat. Okay? So look, again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. You could be doing anything, but you're taking your time out to listen to me ramble. And I appreciate it. You can always chime in. Always chime in. Because I know I don't have all the answers. But again, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for a Messiah. I'm not waiting for a civil rights leader. I'm going to be the person I want to see. I'm going to create the things that I want to see. Okay, and it may take a little long, but guess what? That's okay. What's that proverb? The man who plants a seed now, he will have shade tomorrow. Yeah, you plant the seed right now, you have shade tomorrow. What is shade? You have trees. I mean, look, take about 20 years for trees to grow. It's okay. Guess what? I'll have shade. I'll have some trees. Plant the seeds now. And look, again, if you want to reach me, juanjohn29@gmail.com. juanjohn29@gmail.com. You want to send a donation? GoFundMe.com/real-talk-TJI-fund. You want me to come speak at your church, your community event? It doesn't make a difference. I'll come, And if you got some skills, you have you prior military, paramilitary, survival skills, you need to give me a contact as soon as possible. So I'm gonna hit these recs and put together a program right now, a little survival boot camp for the youngins, your girls and boys, because we can't wait. We cannot wait. Our females are finding it difficult to find males to speak to these boys and girls. They don't have no males. There's no males around. And so where are the boys getting instructions from? Where they learn to be a male? We got to do it. We have to. So you got my number. It's a place. It's nowhere I won't go. Okay. But you military, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, you ex-police, whatever, and you still have them skills, we need to get together. We need to get together like yesterday and put together a survival boot camp for our community, for our boys and our girls. Okay? Because when this thing hit, when this thing goes down, when this purge take place, which it will, when this purge hit, we better know how to grow our food, survive off the land, and protect one another, because it's going to happen. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. And you need to start getting weapons to protect you and your family, and I mean that. And go down to one of those firearm locations, get some target practice in, because I'm trying to get you out of this illusion that we all right. We ain't all right. We're not. Okay? Again, I thank everybody. I see it done cut the hair. She done had locks. Oh my God, she done cut the hair. You still look good, baby. You still look good. You see mine? See my new dude? I got my new dude. Hey, Deborah, look here. Again, hit the finish. Hit the share. But again, I thank you all for chiming in. And please, when I come on live, please add to the conversation. Because if you won't say it, you know I will. I have nothing to lose. Nothing. Have everything to gain. You know, I want to see for our people more than anybody else. I am unapologetic, selfish about black people. Okay, so if our Asian brother can love Asian first, and our Latino brother can love Latinos first, and our white brother can love white first, guess what? I'll be black first, love. I'll be a Marcus. I'm a Garveyite to the core. Black first, unapologetic. Okay. Again, thank you, family, for tuning in. And again, share this, and any suggestions, just send me an email. I gotta go do me some research real quick and find out what happened on today nationwide, and post some stuff. But again, I thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, we talk about real talk, real issues, real solutions, and it's not how much you know, it's how much you care. Thanks now. God bless you.